You cannot manage what you cannot measure. This simple statement holds profound implications for businesses of all sizes. Effective risk management starts with measurement. By quantifying potential threats, businesses can develop strategies to minimize their impact. Just as a ship's captain relies on instruments to navigate, businesses must utilize tools to measure and manage risk. The consequences of failing to measure and manage risk can be severe. Consider a company that fails to assess cybersecurity risks. A breach could expose sensitive information, resulting in financial penalties and reputational harm. Unmeasured risks can hinder innovation and growth, creating a culture of uncertainty and fear. Navigating risk management requires specialized knowledge. His insights guide businesses through today's dynamic. Yen-hui Kuo, a seasoned expert in risk management and financial modeling, brings a wealth of experience. With a PhD in finance, Dr. Kuo's expertise extends to data governance, AI model governance, and comprehensive risk scenarios. His holistic approach considers both quantitative and qualitative data. Dr. Kuo has helped countless organizations identify, measure, and manage risks. His insights guide businesses through today's dynamic environment. In the following sections, we will explore Dr. Kuo's insights on data-driven decision-making and the role of technology in mitigating risk. You can't manage what you don't measure. Measurement in risk management goes beyond collecting data. It's about turning data into actionable insights. Modern businesses generate vast amounts of data, requiring advanced analytics and strategic data management. Effective risk management requires a tailored approach, considering the specific risk profile of the company. Identifying patterns and anomalies in data is crucial for proactive risk management. Data governance is the foundation of risk management. It ensures data is accurate, complete, consistent, and secure. Effective data governance is essential for accurate risk assessment and decision-making. It also plays a crucial role in compliance with data privacy regulations. Implementing a robust data governance framework requires senior leadership buy-in and ongoing monitoring. AI is transforming business but introduces new risks. AI model governance ensures AI models are developed and monitored responsibly. It addresses risks like bias, fairness, transparency, and security. Effective AI model governance requires a multidisciplinary approach. Companies must prioritize AI model governance to avoid reputational damage and legal liability. Risk management is about anticipating threats. Risk scenarios help businesses identify vulnerabilities and develop contingency plans. Scenarios range from minor events to major disruptions. Effective scenario planning requires creativity, analytical rigor, and stakeholder involvement. Regularly reviewing and updating scenarios keeps businesses prepared for emerging threats. Effective risk management relies on gathering, analyzing, and interpreting data. Quantitative data provides measurable and objective views of risk. Qualitative data adds depth and context to the numerical landscape. The synergy between these data forms creates a holistic risk profile. This balanced approach is essential for informed decision-making. Quantitative data provides a clear picture of risk exposure. Financial metrics offer insights into a company's financial health. Operational statistics reveal efficiency and effectiveness. Market data provides context for assessing risk. Analyzing these metrics helps businesses anticipate threats and opportunities. Qualitative data adds crucial context to risk assessment. Interviews with stakeholders provide insights into potential risks and opportunities. Surveys and focus groups offer broader perspectives on sentiment and morale. Case studies and anecdotal evidence provide valuable lessons. This data helps develop robust risk mitigation strategies. Early warning systems help anticipate threats before they escalate. Financial systems monitor key metrics for signs of distress. Operational systems track data to identify potential disruptions. Reputational systems monitor online platforms for brand mentions. These systems enable proactive risk management. Financial modeling projects future performance and assesses strategic choices. It allows businesses to make data-driven decisions that minimize risk. Income statements and cash flow projections provide insights into financial health. Financial models help assess the profitability and risks of new projects. This tool is essential for navigating economic uncertainty. How do we navigate the complex web of global supply chain management? In today's interconnected world, businesses rely on intuitive edge. Visibility is paramount, ensuring that their operations can withstand worldwide. These complex networks, spanning continents and involving multiple stakeholders, are vulnerable to a myriad of risks, from natural disasters and geopolitical instability to pandemics and trade wars. Effective global supply chain management is essential for mitigating these risks, ensuring business continuity and maintaining a competitive edge. Visibility is paramount in global supply chain management. Businesses need real-time insights into the movement of goods and information across their supply chains to identify potential bottlenecks, anticipate disruptions, and make informed decisions about inventory management, production planning, and logistics. Resilience is another critical aspect of global supply chain management. By diversifying sourcing, building in redundancies, and developing contingency plans, businesses can mitigate the impact of disruptions, ensuring that their operations can withstand unexpected shocks. Collaboration is key to building a resilient and responsive global supply chain. By fostering strong relationships with suppliers, logistics providers, and other stakeholders, businesses can improve communication, enhance coordination, and create a more agile and adaptable supply chain. How can ESG sustainability planning balance profit with purpose? In an era of increasing environmental and social content, ESG planning encompasses a company's impact on the nats and the communities in which it operates. This mitigate regulatory risks and enhance their long-term alongside their financial performance. ESG, or environmental, social, and governance sustainability planning, has emerged as a framework for businesses to integrate sustainability into their core strategies, creating long-term value for both stakeholders and society as a whole. Environmental considerations in ESG planning encompass a company's impact on the natural environment, including its carbon footprint, waste management practices, and resource efficiency. By setting ambitious targets for reducing emissions, minimizing waste, and conserving resources, businesses can mitigate their environmental impact, enhance their brand reputation, and appeal to environmentally conscious consumers. Social considerations focus on a company's relationships with its employees, customers, suppliers, and the communities in which it operates. This includes promoting diversity and inclusion, ensuring fair labor practices, supporting community development, and upholding human rights throughout the supply chain. Governance factors relate to a company's leadership, ethics, and accountability. This includes board diversity, executive compensation, transparency in reporting, and anti-corruption measures. By embracing strong governance practices, businesses can build trust with stakeholders, mitigate regulatory risks, and enhance their long-term sustainability. How do financial modeling, supply chain management, and ESG interplay? While often viewed as distinct disciplines, by incorporating these factors into influencing investor decisions. By Integrating these areas is essential for businesses to navigate the complexities of the modern business environment, mitigating risk, seizing opportunities, and creating sustainable long-term value. Financial models can be used to quantify the financial impact of ESG factors such as carbon pricing, resource scarcity, and reputational risk. By incorporating these factors into investment appraisal and strategic decision-making, businesses can make more informed choices that align with their sustainability goals. Global supply chain management plays a crucial role in achieving ESG objectives. By working closely with suppliers to implement sustainable practices, businesses can reduce their environmental footprint, promote ethical sourcing, and enhance the social responsibility of their supply chains. ESG considerations are increasingly influencing investor decisions. By integrating ESG data into financial reporting and investor communications, businesses can attract responsible investors, lower their cost of capital, and enhance their long-term financial performance. What are the hidden costs of internal bottlenecks? Internal bottlenecks can significantly hinder growth, erode profitability, and stifle innovation. Like a clogged artery, they impede smooth functioning, causing negative consequences. Decreased productivity is a major hidden cost. Inefficient processes waste valuable time and resources. This lost productivity translates into lost revenue and missed opportunities. How can we diagnose and identify endogenous problems? Uncovering and addressing identifying key decision points and analyzing data. Surveys, focus groups, and individual interviews can provide to simply acknowledge that things are moving slower than they should. Organizations need to adopt a proactive approach to identify the root causes of these inefficiencies and develop targeted solutions. The first step in diagnosing endogenous problems is to conduct a thorough assessment of current processes. This involves mapping out workflows, identifying key decision points, and analyzing data on cycle times, error rates, and resource utilization. This data-driven approach helps pinpoint areas where bottlenecks are most prevalent and where improvements can have the most significant impact. Next, it's essential to gather feedback from employees across different departments and levels of the organization. Frontline employees, in particular, often have valuable insights into operational inefficiencies and can offer practical suggestions for improvement. Conducting surveys, focus groups, and individual interviews can provide a wealth of information about pain points and areas for optimization. Benchmarking against industry best practices is another valuable tool for identifying internal bottlenecks. How do we move from analysis to implementation with actionable solutions? Identifying internal bottlenecks is only half the battle. To automate repetitive or data-intensive activities. Employees with greater autonomy and decision-making authority enhance efficiency and unlock growth. This requires a combination of analytical rigor, creativity, and a commitment to change management. One of the most effective ways to address internal bottlenecks is to streamline and automate processes. This may involve eliminating unnecessary steps, consolidating tasks, or leveraging technology to automate repetitive or data-intensive activities. By reducing manual intervention, organizations can improve accuracy, speed up cycle times, and free up employees to focus on higher-value tasks. Improving communication and collaboration between departments is another crucial aspect of addressing internal bottlenecks. Breaking down silos, fostering open dialogue, and implementing cross-functional teams can help ensure that information flows smoothly and that everyone is working towards common goals. Empowering employees with greater autonomy and decision-making authority can also help alleviate bottlenecks. When employees have the freedom to make decisions and take ownership of their work, they are more likely to identify and address inefficiencies proactively, leading to a more agile and responsive organization. How can we cultivate a culture of continuous improvement? Addressing internal bottlenecks is not a one-time performance, and gathering feedback from employees or continuous improvement. Organizations that embrace a culture of continuous improvement are constantly seeking ways to optimize their operations, enhance efficiency, and adapt to changing market conditions. One of the key pillars of a culture of continuous improvement is a data-driven approach to decision-making. By tracking key performance indicators, analyzing data on process performance, and gathering feedback from employees, organizations can identify areas where improvements can be made and measure the impact of those improvements over time. Another important aspect of a culture of continuous improvement is a willingness to embrace change. This means being open to new ideas, experimenting with different approaches, and learning from both successes and failures. In a rapidly evolving business environment, organizations that are resistant to change risk being left behind. Finally, cultivating a culture of continuous improvement requires strong leadership and a shared commitment to excellence. Leaders must champion the importance of continuous improvement, provide the necessary resources and support, and recognize and reward employees for their contributions. When everyone in the organization is aligned around the goal of continuous improvement, it creates a powerful engine for growth and innovation. Eastern philosophy meets Western finance, an unlikely synergy. At first glance, they might seem like strange bedfellows. One seeks harmony and balance, the other profit. Yet there's a surprising synergy offering insights into risk management. Eastern philosophy emphasizes interconnectedness and change, countering Western linear thinking. Integrating these perspectives, businesses gain a holistic understanding of risk. This approach blends intuition with analysis, navigating uncertainty for sustainable success. How can we embrace change and uncertainty through the wisdom of Yi Jing? The Yi Jing, or Book of Changes, is a dynamic model of reality, embracing the interplay of yin and yang. For businesses today, it offers lessons in navigating uncertainty and adapting to change. Change is inevitable and a source of opportunity, encouraging a fluid and adaptable mindset. Every decision creates ripples with far-reaching consequences. Incorporating Yi Jing principles helps businesses anticipate change and seek opportunities in uncertainty. How can we apply strategic thinking for risk management from the art of war? Sun Tzu's The Art of War offers timeless principles for strategic thinking in business and risk management. Understanding the terrain, knowing the enemy and yourself, and adapting to changing circumstances are key. Thorough planning and preparation are essential. Gather intelligence, analyze the competitive landscape, and understand strengths and weaknesses. Conduct thorough risk assessments and develop contingency plans. Flexibility and adaptability are crucial. Be prepared to adjust strategies quickly to changing conditions. How can we integrate Eastern and Western perspectives in a holistic approach? Integrating Eastern concepts like the Yi Jing into Western financial models creates a holistic approach. It's about blending Western analytical rigor with Eastern intuitive wisdom. This requires a shift in mindset and embracing new ways of thinking. Risk is an inherent part of any endeavor, a source of opportunity and danger. Embracing Eastern principles helps businesses understand risk and interconnectedness. This perspective empowers informed decisions and cultivates resilience. Why is informed decision-making imperative throughout this exploration of risk management? One theme has sights. It's about looking beyond the obvious, uncovering today's data-rich environment. Businesses have access where unforeseen challenges and opportunities emerge with relentless speed. The ability to make sound, data-driven decisions can be the difference between thriving and merely surviving. Informed decision-making doesn't happen by accident. It requires a conscious effort to gather, analyze, and interpret relevant data, transforming raw information into actionable insights. It's about looking beyond the obvious, uncovering hidden patterns, and anticipating potential consequences before they materialize. Moreover, informed decision-making requires a holistic perspective, one that considers not just the financial implications, but also the operational, reputational, and strategic dimensions of risk. It's about understanding the interconnectedness of systems, recognizing that seemingly isolated risks can have far-reaching consequences. In today's data-rich environment, businesses have access to an unprecedented amount of information. However, data alone is not enough. It's the ability to extract meaning from that data, to discern signal from noise, that empowers businesses to make informed decisions that mitigate risk and drive sustainable growth. How can we navigate complexity while embracing opportunity? The business landscape is becoming increasingly complex for innovation and growth. This requires a shift in mindsets, geopolitical uncertainty, and evolving customer expectations. This complexity brings with it a proliferation of risks, but it also creates new and exciting opportunities for those who can navigate the turbulence effectively. Rather than viewing risk as something to be feared and avoided, businesses need to embrace a more nuanced perspective, one that recognizes risk as an inherent part of progress, a potential catalyst for innovation and growth. This requires a shift in mindset, a move away from a purely defensive posture to a more proactive and opportunistic approach. Navigating complexity requires agility, adaptability, and a willingness to challenge conventional wisdom. It's about embracing change, experimenting with new ideas, and learning from both successes and failures. In a world where the only constant is change, the ability to adapt quickly and decisively is paramount. Moreover, navigating complexity requires collaboration, both within the organization and with external partners. By breaking down silos, fostering open communication, and leveraging the collective intelligence of diverse stakeholders, businesses can gain a more comprehensive understanding of risk and develop more innovative and effective solutions. How can Dr. Yen-hui Kuo be your guide to mastering risk? Mastering risk management is an ongoing journey. Dr. Yen-hui Kuo offers invaluable guidance on this journey. His holistic approach provides a comprehensive framework for navigating modern business complexities. Dr. Kuo bridges Eastern and Western thought, integrating ancient wisdom with modern technique.